The bronchi are the airways that begin at the inferior end of the trachea. They are lined with pseudostratified columnar epithelium, and they are supported by hyaline cartilage within their walls. The pseudostratified epithelium contains mucus-producing cells that function to produce mucus that traps dust and debris. The primary bronchi enter each lung and then branch extensively from there, becoming smaller in diameter as they branch. Primary bronchi branch into secondary bronchi, and the secondary bronchi branch to become the tertiary bronchi. The bronchioles are the small diameter bronchi that arise from the tertiary bronchi, consisting of smooth muscle within their walls rather than hyaline cartilage like we saw in the primary, secondary, and tertiary bronchi. The presence of smooth muscle gives them the ability to change diameter in order to control airflow. Previously, we saw that the muscular arteries are able to change diameter due to the presence of smooth muscle in their walls in order to control blood flow. There are approximately 1,000 bronchioles per lung, and each bronchiole is approximately 1 millimeter in diameter. The respiratory bronchioles receive air from the terminal bronchioles and lead to the microscopic clusters of air sacs where gas exchange occurs. The respiratory bronchioles are the smallest diameter of the bronchioles. These, along with the alveoli clusters, function in gas exchange as they are extremely thin, and they are also associated with very dense capillary beds on their surface. The respiratory bronchioles function to take air to and from the alveolar ducts and the alveolar sacs. Figure 22.10 shows the terminal bronchioles connecting to the respiratory bronchioles. The respiratory bronchioles give rise to the alveolar ducts, and the alveolar ducts conduct air to and from the gas exchange clusters called the alveolar sacs. The alveolar ducts from the previous diagram are composed of smooth muscle, as are all of the bronchioles, and they function to connect the respiratory bronchioles to the alveolar sacs. The alveolar sacs simply refer to the clusters of alveoli. The alveoli, or alveolus, if we are referring to a single alveoli, are the extremely thin microscopic air sacs that possess dense capillary beds on their surface and function in gas exchange with the bloodstream. There are approximately 300 million alveoli across both lungs, and because of how small they are, they give the lungs a massive surface area for which gas exchange occurs. The actual surface area of the gas exchange surface is somewhere on the order of 800 square feet. Physiologically, a high surface area is extremely beneficial as it makes for more efficient gas exchange when compared to a lower surface area. The alveolar sacs are composed of individual alveoli. Alveolus is the singular form of alveoli. Notice that their surfaces are covered by a high density of capillaries, allowing for very efficient and effective gas exchange with the bloodstream. Internally, the alveolar pores allow air to distribute evenly between all of the alveoli within the lungs.